striker like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands.
Can Zeke deke again? Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready? Black, what is that? Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. On third down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Power running by Zeke. Gets through, and now an opening. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. On second down now. It's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high... You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Locke. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, he was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
To throw again on second down. Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Winston now. He completes it to Jones. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Let's go.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A first carry now. This is Johnson. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Winston. And Diggs has it. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Trevecchio puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this will do the... Job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and very short, Winston looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hook up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. On first down, here's Breida. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw, Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now this throw caught left side. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent... Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And still fighting. Touchdown, L.A. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Winston. He finds his man Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays? And we'll see how determined they are. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Locke. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now back to the ground with Elliott.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, here's Locke. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. And, well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man. And respect, the defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and short yardage. Winston. It's complete to Grant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This is Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. It's caught here by Adams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Winston now from the 50. And he finds Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. There's a nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Locke on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long for Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shoves him aside. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, L.A. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, Nick Bosa, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, The guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Strip the ball. Strip the ball. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
A shotgun snap for Love. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys?
Right. Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Watch out.
To try again after the sack. Winston complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Winston. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jameis again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Luck gonna throw it. And that gonna be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, Elliott. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On first down, Elliott. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Throwing now, Luck. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.